Hello, welcome again, my friends. Welcome again, viewers. It's another glorious day today. It's a little bit cold, but sunny. Yes, right now I'm gonna be talking, and we are going to be looking at the most likely impact on the proposed cap on Russian oil. This is against market economy. I support market economy. I don't like any form of price control or socialism or communism. People should be paid what they deserve, and products should be sold at the price people out there are willing to pay for them without interference. Okay? Right. This year, we've seen the enormous increase in the price of energy, and the increase has been able to, as could be worse. Simply before, despite the fact that we have all these increases, we still have Russian gas being supplied to most of Europe in large quantity until recently. So they've been able to fill up the reserves. Okay? Now, we've had Nord Stream pipe 1 and 2 blown up. And we still have some gas being supplied to Europe, but at limited quantity. At, you know. Anyway, but what is happening with the Russian price on Russian oil is it is kind of funny. EU is making a law or making a sanction in which does not apply to them. They've got alternatives, okay? And secondly, most of the landlord EU countries that are being supplied or that buys Russian oil are exempted. So is China, and so is India. One then wonders, who is the sanction against? Who is being prevented from buying Russian oil? Okay, it is an hypocrisy. They knew that they still depend on this, so they basically allow themselves to buy this Russian oil, but other countries that are also still dependent on this are being prevented from buying the oil. Okay, they could say, okay, you can buy from somewhere else, but as we all know, when you have shortage, when demand and supply does not meet or correspond, what tends to happen in most economy, in a normal economy, is the prices goes up. Fair enough, European countries are rich. They can afford to pay, if they want to, $150 per barrel, or maybe $200 per barrel. But come on, not every country has got that kind of resources to buy. Some countries we cannot afford to buy at any price, at any higher price. This has gonna have a lot of knockdown effect, just like we've seen in Ukraine with the destruction or damage to the infrastructure, electrical infrastructure. Electricity or energy is not just about driving from A to B. Fuel is needed in many countries in the global south to power their generators, their power supply. So what you end up having, there be a big fall in the country's productivity or due to higher cost of energy. Why? Because they cannot easily buy fuel at the price they used to buy it. I mean, when I talk about fuel, I mean diesel and petrol, hydrocarbon, generally energy. Because the vessels or ships that are supposed to be used, or the tankers that that are normally used to transport this fuel from one part of the world to the other, are often generally being insured by EU countries, mainly and United Kingdom. So they will not be able to have insurance. That's the idea. If you don't buy at this price, then you don't have insurance. And At the same time, countries that are buying from Russia through the pipeline can continue to buy. We have an uninterrupted supply, which really hmm, is a little bit unfair and is marks of arrogance trying to control someone else's products. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Other people will buy it if you want to. If I don't like it, a particular store or shop or a supplier of a service, then I go to the next supplier. I don't need to buy from them. But for me to now try and prevent someone else or disrupt the activity of someone else trying to buy from that particular store, shop, or supplier of service is wrong. And if I try to do it, that means I'm trying to control other people. So what I'm trying to say is this: many of the countries in the global south are supposed to be independent, but they got zero sovereignty. In fact, many of them are still not really independent. They think or have an idea they're independent, but they are not. They are still under the control of their colonial masters, many of them, you know. And really, the world is dominated by European countries, there's no doubt. That's why you can go to FIFA World Cup and you have more than 50% of the participants are European countries. We are other part of the world with more nations have very little participation. The idea is the rich and the powerful are the masters. If you are poor, then you are finished. You are nothing. Which in European society itself, people don't really care whether you have money. The law treats you equally. But that's why you see, I did a video previously whereby I said that many countries. Okay, sorry, I kind of lost my thoughts, my senses there, my memory. I can't really remember what I was gonna say there. I seem to have lost my drive. Um, okay, I'll go back. Many of these countries are supposed to be independent, but they are not. They are still very much controlled by the former colonial masters, and that is why you can have many of the former French colonies still sending all their foreign reserve or having their foreign reserve kept in France. And you know what? The person that controls your wallet, your boss is your boss, not anyone else. And really, that's how it is at the moment, with many of these countries. And well, okay, back to my arguments. So the price control itself will not work, and should Russia refuse to supply fuel to the rest of the world, make no mistake, I can say the cost of petrol per barrel going up to about $150, and what will happen is the economic impact of this will be on all countries, because like I said previously, as many people as someone said, fuel or petrol is like an addiction to which all economy is addicted to. It is absolutely essential for economic productivity. You cannot at this. I don't know what's going to happen in a few years' time with all the renewable energies, but right now, the world depends on petrol. Should Russia decide to not play ball, which is almost 100% guarantee, then the recession that we are witnessing in the West will be excavated. Okay, fair enough, Russia too will suffer, there's no doubt. But, like I will say again, it is a double-edged sword. just like the previous round of sanctions, like Russian gas and so on and so forth. It will also increase the industrialization of many of the countries in Europe. The idea would have been better for, yeah, it will have been better for you to just decide, okay, we're not gonna buy your oil. That's fine now. You don't have to buy it, but you don't force other people to do the same. It is it's like going back to the days of colonial masters, whereby basically you are indirectly what they're trying to do is to try and force many of the countries in the global south not to buy Russian oil, and secondly, um, to try and find a way of confiscating Russian Russian asset by, I mean, they passed another law saying that Russia is a state sponsor of terrorism. You know, that's only so far the United States has not done that, but EU has done that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna round up this video. What I'm just trying to say to you guys is like, this is not gonna work. um I can't see how it's gonna work, and also it is an hypocritical decision by by EU as a body, whereby EU countries have been exempted, and China is exempted, Japan is exempted, so is India. So who is the sanction against if not the global south? And these are the poorer countries that cannot afford to buy oil at any price higher. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoy my video, you know what, man, please subscribe, and if you don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you very much, and see you again.